Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day, and by the time you watch this, hopefully it'll be on Tuesday. But this is a series I've been wanting to start on for quite a while, and this is going to be a video I'm going to be doing regularly every single Tuesday, where I ask you guys questions that have to do with anime. So it could be anything, it could be about a very specific anime, or just about anime in general, have to do with the community, or have to do with some of your anime moments, and it could just be really just anything, really. And, it's one of those things I'm looking very forward to and I'm really excited to do because I want to be able to actually interact with you guys and actually get your guys' responses because I want to hear your guys', actual answers to these questions. And I'm looking very forward to actually reading them because I could easily tell you that there's going to be a lot of different answers and, everyone has a different story, when it comes to how they got into anime and just about everything, really. Because even though we could just talk about very particular animes all day, there's definitely a lot of things that, we could also talk about that have to do with anime and how it impacts us and many other things. So, I'm really excited about doing this, and, I hope you guys actually answer because, that's kind of the point, is for me to be able to actually read your guys' responses. And also, next week, I will actually be giving you guys my answer to, let's just say, this week's question, and then presenting you the next question for next week as well. So you guys get to hear my responses, and I get to hear your guys, and you guys can actually make video responses instead of comments, or you could do both, whichever one you feel better with. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get started with the question. So the question for this one, which is, I guess you could say the most predictable one, is what was the first anime that you saw? Now, before you actually answer this, for some people it's only going to be one answer. For some people, though, it's going to be actually two answers, because I want you guys to answer this in two different ways. What was the first anime that you watched, period? Historically wise, the first one that you ever watched. Second, what was the first one that you watched knowingly? And what I mean by that is that I could easily tell you that a lot of us probably were watching animes, but we didn't really know them as anime. We just thought them as another cartoon show, or just, a sort of style or different type of cartoon that had really cool action or something like that. Whether it was on Toonami or some other channel or something like that. And, everyone at some point, has to learn, like, oh, I didn't know that was anime, and when it gets explained and, when you first start understanding it, it's like, wow, now that I think about it, all of those shows had, a couple of small things, similar to them. And I was about to say something, but I actually will have to wait till next week to give you guys my response and answer, because there's something very particular, I guess I could say, I want to tell you guys. And I'm going to say that I really am actually looking forward to your guys' answers, because, the other thing is that, next week I will be giving you guys my answer and my response, and then be asking you guys next week's question as well. So then that way there's going to be, it's not going to just me be asking a question, I'll actually be answering and reading your guys' comments and everything. So I'm looking very forward to them. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting ones. And some of them that, it's just, I don't know, there's always going to be those interesting answers that were things that, no one could have ever really expected. And sometimes actually might be something that I've actually never heard of. I would find it very interesting. And I've seen this actually happen a couple times in real life, where if I ask a question like, what was your first anime? It may be actually an anime that, even though I've been into anime for years, I may have never actually heard of. So I'm looking very forward to actually hearing your guys' responses, and I hope we can keep on doing this and everything, because I think it's going to be really great for me and you guys, because this will give us a way to interact, and it'll just make it so much fun to actually read your guys' answers, because there's going to be a lot of really interesting ones, and you guys could actually hear mine, and and even though a little bit of part of me wants to give you guys my answer already, I'm going to go and wait until next week to give you guys my response. So I guess I'll talk to you guys next week.